Want to trade with Rithika? Join Chase at www.laductrading.com/chase.
Welcome back. Hope you had a great week. So last week we did move a little bit higher, but ended up in the same spot the week prior to that. So we still need a momentum move to push to the upside. You can see here this level of 558 is still a breakout. As long as we hold over 558, I still expect us to, push into the 580, 600 level. So that's not really changed. Bigger picture in the market, I'm still looking for that. So if we do end up breaking this 558, then I do think that we could come down to 540 for a little bit of a digestive move before it moves to the upside. But I think we did move sideways. Sideways to higher was the digestion. So I do think we probably push into that 580. If you look at SPY, for example, kind of the same thing. We have been sideways for almost 2 weeks. So it's a matter of having momentum to either push to the upside or having that breakdown below 670. Then, we could come down into 600, 580. Otherwise, we are still looking for that move into 635, 640. Before we have any digestion, I still think we continue moving to the upside. And the dollar, for example, just had an oversold bounce. So you can see that we are going up to reject that prior level of resistance. So this is the chart of the dollar. As you can see here, this has pushed up into that 99 level. Now we are having a little bit of digestion. So for the most part, it's not really affecting the market. And the wicks you can see here still having small bounces off of 16, but it's weak. The minute we break 16, we are going to come down into 13 and even $11 on the wicks. You look at the 10-year, for example, you can see that for the most part, again, kind of sideways, kind of digesting, hasn't really moved off any significant level like the dollar. So with that being said, let's go back to this week's watch list. AMD still continuing its breakout higher, but I actually don't have AMD this week. So I wanted to pull up the chart. We've been chasing this since 90, so still doing well. I wouldn't really buy some at these levels. Could come back to digest, but I still think, again, at minimum, we probably see 180, but I wouldn't be surprised if it had a little bit more, selling before it goes higher. So AMD, I still think, is continuing to move to the upside. We look at Apple. We, again, have not been able to break 215, but this week looking like it could, like we moved and now we're sideways. So if we break 214, 215, we should have a lot of momentum into 218, 225, even into 233. Apple, I'm still looking for us to move back into the top of the channel. Even Tesla, we had a nice move last week, so looking for a continuation this week. If we can break above this 332 level, I think we should easily be able to push into 370, 400. Keep an eye on Tesla. It could make some moves this week. However, if we fail 295, then we'll come back to 230 on Tesla. VLO, on the other hand, it didn't move much. We were looking to see if we reject here, but we broke out. Then we again came back. So we have an inside week. So if this breakdown follows through below 145, then again we can come back into 132 and we can even move down into this gap fill at 122. So I am still looking for VLO to have some digestion. If we break this 145 level on VLO, that's all I have for this week. I hope you have a great day.
Join Chase to trade with Rithika and other experts. Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more Wolf's weekly wave list videos and other content.